Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Deshewa, and I'll be taking you through some of the tools I will be needing for a bodice block. So this is a beginners class, like beginners. So you'll be needing a scissors, a ruler. This has a ruler and a French curve, and then if you don't have this, you can use your normal ruler for a start. Then I'm using a marker, but you need a pencil so that you can clean and erase and all of that. Yeah, so that's it. So now let me just show you how to take a basic bodice measurement. So you can, so that this is like a very beginner's class, so just watch. So this is shoulder to nipple. So the first measurement you need is from your shoulder, the highest point of your shoulder where you can see, to the nipple. Then you record that I have 10. Then I'm taking to the under bust, I have 13. Then from the same shoulder I'm taking to the half length. It's generally called the half length, but what is the waist point, so it is 16. Yeah, so it's a half scale block, so we don't need to take it to the hip. So now our half length will just be like the length of this bodice block. So I want to take it step by step so that the very beginners can understand. And now we're taking the shoulder measurement from one shoulder to the other shoulder. That's the next measurement we're taking, that's 16. Now we're taking the circumference measurement. That's, I have 36. And also taking the waist measurements, waist circumference. Okay, under bust, although we're not using the under bust for this block, but the waist as well is also 29 inches. So that's what I'm recording here. All right, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are going to be here to be taking you from beginners to advanced. So just stay with us and we'll be teaching you everything that you need to know from starting, about introduction to pattern making and all of that. All right, so let's get into drafting the pattern right now. So sorry about the sound over here. So I'm drafting now the measurements, the horizontal measurements. That's the shoulder to the bust, the shoulder to the under bust, shoulder to the waist measurement. And I'm just doing it across so that I can have a straight line. So I'm doing it across right now. Yeah, so I'm also taking it the end of paper so I can have a straight measurement, and I'll be going ahead to to connect all these dots together now, as you can see. So that's all we're doing here. All right, I'm connecting those dots together. Yeah. All right, so the next thing we're going to be doing is our chest measurement. So the chest line, to get the chest line, is we're going to be using 1.5 inches above our bust line. So that was what I just demonstrated on the body form. Just that part from your shoulder to the armpit is the armhole line. So we need to determine where that will end. That's the chest line. So I went up by 1.5 inches, but we have a formula for that actually, and the formula is bust divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. That's the formula for getting your chest line. So you can do that division, and then you would get your chest line measurements. All right, so the neckline is standard. The neck width standard is 3 inches by 3 inches, but if you're working with a plus size measurement, you can actually make it 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches so that the neck is not too choky. So I'm going ahead to connect the shoulder measurement. So the shoulder is 16. You divide the shoulder by 2, and that's what I just marked. I marked the 16 at the beginning of the paper, and then also on the chest line. I connected it. Now I come down by 1 inch on that line to form the shoulder slope, because your shoulder is not straight. If it's all right, so now we need to start imputing our measurements. So now we are doing our measurements, our circumference measurements. We divide them by 4. So you can see that your body is divided into 4. The front has a right side and the left side, and the back also has a right side and a left side. So that's why we divide into 4. So we're doing your measurement divided by 4 now. 36 divided by 4 gives us 9. And then we add ½ inch for ease, and that's what we're marking on the chest line and on the bust line. Then we go ahead to the waist to mark the waist circumference, and our waist circumference is about 7.25, because our waist is 29. Then we just connect that. I don't want to put that for now, because I don't want it to confuse you. So basically this is what you need. Oh, sorry, I'm forgetting the armhole part. So you divide your armhole line by 2, you get the midpoint, and then you come in by ½ inch, because you realize that your armhole in front it has that curve. If you make it straight, you're going to have a bulge, and that's excess effect. So you just curve it in like that, and that's how you do your armhole curve, right? All right, I hope you're following. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, so that more people get to see this. You can like as well, and please drop a comment if you have questions. Just let me see your comments. If you have videos that you want us to do, just let us know. So now I'm moving to the back, and then just like we did in front, the back width is 3 inches by 3 inches for the width, but for the back standard is 1 or 1.5 inches for the back neck depth. So I'm just curving that in, and then now we're going to do our shoulder measurement. Our shoulder measurement, just like we did in front, is shoulder measurement divided by 2. So we take that. Usually we divide our vertical measurement by 2 and our circumference measurement by 4. So you can note that, so that can help you. And then our horizontal measurements, we just take them straight up. We don't divide anything from it. So I'm going ahead to connect my what's it called, my armhole line. I plotted the 8 inches of my neck, of my what's called shoulder to shoulder, also on the chest line. So that's what I now connected. Now I'm going ahead to mark the bust of the bodice. It's 9 inches with ½ inch for ease, and then we're going ahead to do 7.25 for the waist circumference measurements. Remember, we divided everything by 4, so I'm just connecting that together, and then you can see it's all coming together. This is very, very easy and straightforward. Now I'm just blending the chest line into the armhole line, just like this, nothing more. The back armhole doesn't really have a curve, it's more straight, so we don't need to do what we did in front, coming in by ½ inch on the midpoint of the armhole line. So now I just want to impute a dart here. I mean, if it's a lot of information, you can just keep this last part, but I'm just imputing a dart. So what I use to get my dart leg is my nipple to nipple measurement, and you get your nipple to nipple measurement by measuring from one nipple to the other nipple. You'd realize that I was trying to take that measurement somewhere at the beginning, but I think I didn't say it when I was doing that. So now we added ½ inch on both sides of the dart leg, and then that's 1 inch of dart we're taking on the waistline, and then we just blended it to the bust. And then what I'm doing now is just adding that 1 inch for that back. so that the measurement is not shortened. I don't know if you understand what I'm doing. So I just added 1 inch back. Now I'm just doing for the front as well. You connect it to the bust line, and on the bust line, on the waistline, you take 1/2 inch on both sides, and then instead of blending directly to the bust line, just come down a little by 1 inch, so that the bust doesn't bulge and is not having that sharp effect. So just blend it this way, and then the 1 inch you took out for that, just add it back again so that your measurement is back to normal. By the time you sew that 1 inch, your measurement won't be shorter. So that's exactly what you have. So one of the importance of pattern making is that you get accuracy in your sewing. So that's all we've done for today, and by the time we cut out, we're going to be adding for the back. On the zip side, we're just going to add 1 inch for zip allowance on the back, and then 1 inch for seam allowance. Then we had 1/2 inch for joining all the other parts that we need to join, like the neckline, the armhole, and the shoulder, and all of that. So that's basically what we're going to be doing. This is all about drafting a bodice block. We'll be going ahead to cut it out now, and it's just pretty simple. Simple. So this is basically all that you need for your basic body. So if you understand this, from this point you can draft any other pattern if you understand this very well. So if you have any questions, please just put it in the comment section. We'll be responding to your questions, because we need you to get this and understand this foundation. We're starting from the beginning, and those of you who are following us now will just be going together like that until you get the advanced level of pattern making. And yeah, that's the front. So you can see when we are cutting the back, so you can see that's one part of the front. Can you see how I'm placing it? So that's one part. By the time we cut it on the fabric, we'll fold the fabric into two, and then by the time we cut it out, we're going to have a full front that doesn't have a joining, because we'll cut it on fold. In our next video, we'll be showing you how we cut it out and how it is looking like, so you understand it better. So I'm really trying to explain so that the beginners can get this very well. So it's pretty simple. Just try and watch and follow through. So that's basically all for this pattern class. That's all. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much. Remember to subscribe, share, like, and just help us. So yeah, you'll be adding 1 inch of zipper allowance over there on your fabric, and 1 inch of seam allowance, and pretty much that's all. Thank you so much for following and watching and staying here. So please subscribe so you can see more of our videos, and then always feel free to ask your questions. Bye.